welcome to Valley View Retreat.
Our wonderful home here in the Sierra de las Nieves mountains in southern Spain. And this week we're going to look at something really exciting. What is it?
Shopping!
What can I tell you? It's more exciting than it sounds. Yeah, now's the time. Yeah, hit subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. It's free. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Do it now.
When you live off-grid in a remote location, shopping can be a bit of an adventure. The nearest large supermarket is in Coín, a town approximately 20 kilometres from where we are. So we try to restrict our shopping to only once every 2 to 3 weeks. But sometimes we unexpectedly run out of something vital like potatoes. Yeah, it's real. Or we have to go and collect important post. Our post box is also in Coín. When it's not a big shop, we try to use our e-bikes to save on fuel and also get some exercise in the process. So if living remotely interests you, if it appeals to you, here's a look at a trip we did for our post and potatoes and our big shop day. Enjoy. Got it.
Okay, for most people, the dogs welcome them home. For ours, they go absolutely demented when we're leaving. They can't wait for us to leave because they get a pig's ear or a part of a pig's ear. So that's the way to train your dog. These are our electric bikes, and as you can see, my one is set up in shopping mode. It's got its carrier, 2 panniers, and I also carry a rucksack, and Laurie carries a rucksack also. So we cycled 20 kilometres to the local shopping centre, picked up the post and a 5 kilo bag of potatoes, and then cycled 20 kilometres home. For those of you who think that you don't get any exercise on an electric bike, you get to choose how much of the motor you actually use, or whether you use the motor at all. So we work on trying to get as much exercise as we can, only using the motor when we have to. So here we are, it's registering 51.7 to 51.8 volts, which is equal to 80% battery. That's 80% battery having covered 40 kilometers, 500 meters of elevation, carrying 8 kilos of shopping on the way back.
How many?
8 kilos.
5.
5 kilos of
5
potatoes
kilos
and 3
of
kilos on my back.
Oh.
8 kilos. Yeah, she's trying to do me out of some kilos.
So
there you go. So that's the befang. And what were you left with on yours?
Come here, because this is a first. Okay. So on Eco, I've got 21 kilometre range left.
So over half of your battery still left.
Yeah. And let's see, on Turbo, it was 10 kilometre range I had left, which is a first coming from...
Yeah, coming the whole way from Coín.
From Coín.
Well done.
Taking this up now for the shopping.
So when we get shopping in the car, particularly big shop, normally I would either bring up the Disco, which is the farm tractor you've seen before, but that means disconnecting the solar panel, and that's one of the options. Or the other option is that we get the Finca donkey to do it, and you can see the Finca donkey going up now with with the wheelbarrow. So this is what we need to do to prepare for when we come back with the shopping. While we were out, we discovered that one of the service stations in Coeen was selling diesel for less than €1 a litre. In our local service station, it's over 126. So we bought 40 litres, saving ourselves over €10 on this trip. So we're in the garden centre, and because we managed to save some money on the diesel, because the diesel was on special offer today, we're actually able to buy some more cypress trees for the hedge in front of the tiny house. So I'm looking at these ones, which are slightly bigger than the ones that we got before, and they're only €1.35. So I think 6 of those will definitely help to fill the gaps in, and it's still just on the €10 that we saved for the diesel, so happy days. So apart from the cypress trees that we got in the nursery, we also, when I say we, Laurie also managed to collect some cardboard for our no-dig beds. You can see these new cypress are more than twice the size of the old ones, and they were 10 cents dearer. So I don't know whether we got ripped off on the last ones or we got a bargain on these.
That was just the price that it was at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a wind blowing today, so we're just going to lie them down and leave them to acclimatise a little bit before I dig the holes and put them in. I'll put them in between the others. We're getting close to filling the gaps. I reckon maybe another...
Don't mind the gap.
Another 6, something like, maybe another 6. So for anyone who was wondering just what off-grid life can be like, and just how difficult it is when you live the way we do to get your shopping home, I'm going to do this in real time. So we've just loaded up the wheelbarrow from the car, and now you'll see Laurie taking the wheelbarrow down.
It's my exercise. All right then.
So we're just coming up to the nursery on the left. We're still clearing slowly. Round the last bend. We're on the home stretch and one of the steepest parts. So with a little judicious use of the braking system and counterbalance. Hello babies.
Hello. Hi.
Girls. Hello, good girls. Good girls. Did you come to help? No, just to get in the way.
Pack it up.
And now, all that's left to do is unload it, drag it into the house,
Right,
and
you
put it in the
go.
cupboards. So that's the reality of taking the shopping home, except it's not really the reality, because that was the second trip of 3 wheelbarrow trips that it's actually going to take to unload the car completely. So that's shopping the way we do it at Valley View Retreat.